What we're producing at the Harvest Table Farm here, it's really 3 different operations. So we've got this operation here that you can see behind me, where we've got egg layers, about 40 birds, 2 different flocks. We got about an acre of annuals, so we're growing about 30 different crops that we use fresh in the restaurant, as well as put a lot of that up through various food preservation techniques. We also have a herd of sheep, of Icelandic sheep. We use the lamb at the restaurant, as well as just over the mountain is our sister farm, where we start our meat birds, chickens, Freedom Rangers, that are pastured there and then brought here for processing. And then we also have at that same location Dexter cattle, which is, they're about half the size of Angus cattle. I think it's unique for Harvest Table to be in such a small town. We see a lot of farm-to-table restaurants popping up in urban areas across the country. But for us to be here in one of the more rural areas of rural America is a unique example and a shining example of that this model is of great value. The farm uses what we can grow depending on the seasons. We push the envelope as much as possible. Through season extension and food preservation techniques, we're able to keep it interesting year-round. So depending on what's coming in, we can put together the chef's design specials around what's producing to highlight that. And one of the biggest challenges that faces farm-to-table operations is having enough of the right stuff at the time that you need it. So with a restaurant, it's so variable how many customers are coming in week to week, so their needs vary. But it's impossible to be able to grow exactly what the restaurant needs at exactly the right time. So we're able to make it work through the farmers market and supporting other farmers. There is so much more interest, a growing interest in local food, in people knowing where their food comes from. We have seen in the last 10 years an explosion of local farmers markets and local food hubs. There's an enormous amount of transportation that goes into preparing a plate of food at a typical restaurant. When you come to the Harvest Table and you order a plate of food, that food there is all that produce is coming from within 25 miles. All the meats are being raised within 50 miles, and those grains are coming regionally. The vision behind this is creating a food system that is supporting the local community, has less of an environmental impact, and is fresher and tastier and more enjoyable. Central Appalachia is unique in a lot of ways, and I would say our culture of self-sufficiency, self-determination, people growing their own food, that's been a rich part of our history for a long time. And a lot of people are still doing that, and a lot of people are going back to that because we see so much value with the way that our food economy is set up now. We need to look towards food sovereignty to secure our future. And the more people that can grow as much of their own food as possible, the more resilient our communities become.